Jezebel's old school. It was Jezebel's first day at her new school. She didn't like it one bit. Everyone was in groups. They ate lunch together. They played on teams. At my old school, we didn't say the pledge. Jezebel told Hannah at recess. We sang Old MacDonald instead. Hannah looked at her like she had marshmallows for brains. At my old school, you didn't want to take a spelling test. You could do jumping jacks instead. So she did 3 jumping jacks to show her. That's silly, Hannah said. At my old school, I was better than anyone else. Jezebel counted on her fingertips. I was the best in science. I was the best in art. In fact, I was the best in everything. You're fibbing, Jezebel. Nobody can be the best in everything. You weren't at my old school, Jezebel cried. At my old school, people weren't mean to me either. It was true. None of the kids at her old school were mean to her. None of them yelled at her. In fact, they hardly talked to her at all. If your old school is so great, why don't you go back there? Hannah said. At my old school, Jezebel said quietly, I didn't have any friends. She turned away so Hannah wouldn't see her teardrops. I can tell you don't want to be my friend either, just like my old school. She knew what would happen now. Hannah would ignore her too. Wait, Hannah said. I never said I don't want to be friends. I just don't like when people stretch the truth, Jezebel said. Hannah nodded. Well, maybe I can shrink it back, Jezebel said. Want to know what we really did in my old school? Every Friday we had a poetry contest. The winner got to take the hamster home for the weekend. That sounds fun, Hannah said. Let's suggest it to Mrs. Andrews. Jezebel smiled. Here at her new school, people might act differently, starting with Jezebel herself.